You know what I've always found funny about you?
Hmm.
You take forever to answer simple questions. Seriously. Every time I ask something, you stare into the distance like you're negotiating with the universe.
Heh. And yet you keep asking me questions.
But honestly, by the time you finish thinking, I've already solved the problem.
Or created 3 new ones.
See? That's exactly what I mean. The world rewards quick thinkers. Speed matters. Opportunities disappear. If you hesitate, somebody else wins.
And how has that strategy been working for you?
What do you mean?
You've won a lot of races, but are you happy with where they took you?
That's not the point.
It usually is.
There you go again. Turning simple questions into philosophy.
Heh. Maybe because simple questions often hide complicated truth.
Okay then, let me ask you something. What exactly is wisdom? Everybody talks about it, but nobody explains it.
That's because wisdom is easier to recognize than define.
That's not an answer.
I know. Tell me, when you see a trap, how do you avoid it?
Easy. I figure out how it works.
That's intelligent.
Okay.
Wisdom asks why you're walking toward the trap in the first place.
Well, that's annoyingly good.
Heh?
So intelligence solves problems. And wisdom prevents them?
Now you're getting somewhere.
But let's be honest. Smart people usually win.
Sometimes.
No, seriously, they get the jobs, they make the money, they get ahead.
And yet, we're surrounded by intelligent people making terrible decisions. A sharp mind is a powerful tool.
Damn.
But a tool is only useful when guided properly.
So what's guiding wisdom?
Experience, humility, consequences.
Consequences?
Intelligence learns from information. Wisdom learns from reality.
Whoa, you know what's funny?
What?
I've won a lot of arguments. A lot. But some of those arguments cost me friendships.
That's because wisdom understands something intelligence often forgets.
What?
Being right is not always worth the price.
Ha! Yeah, I have felt that one. You know, when I was younger, I thought being the smartest animal in the room was the goal.
And now?
Now I'm not so sure.
What changed?
Life. Turns out life doesn't give exams. It gives consequences.
That's one of the first lessons wisdom teaches.
What's that?
Life isn't testing what you know. It's testing how you live. No.
Damn. You really think knowledge is overrated?
Knowledge is powerful, but knowledge without judgment can be dangerous.
How dangerous?
Well, a clever liar is more dangerous than an honest fool.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Intelligence amplifies who you already are. It doesn't automatically make you better.
So you're saying a smart person can still be foolish?
Every day, some of the smartest animals I've met repeated the same mistakes for years.
Why?
Because information doesn't defeat ego. Wisdom usually begins the moment ego starts shrinking.
Whoa, that explains a lot.
About?
Social media. Everybody seems to know everything now. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has advice. Everyone's an expert.
And yet anxiety keeps rising. Conflict keeps rising. Loneliness keeps rising.
So what's happening?
We have more information than any generation before us. But information isn't the same thing as understanding. Knowing a fact is easy. Understanding a person is hard. Memorizing a lesson is easy. Living the lesson is hard. Most people today are drowning in answers. What they lack are better questions.
Such as?
Why am I doing this? What is this costing me? Who am I becoming?
Wow. Nobody really asks that last one.
Because most people are focused on outcomes. Wisdom pays attention to identity.
Identity? Huh.
Success changes your circumstances. Wisdom changes your character.
You know what's scary?
What?
I've spent years trying to look intelligent. Not nearly enough time trying to become wise.
Most people do.
Because intelligence gets attention. But wisdom is invisible.
At first.
What do you mean?
Intelligence impresses people immediately. Wisdom reveals itself over time, in relationships, in decisions, in difficult moments.
That's probably why wisdom looks boring.
Heh, sometimes. But boring decisions often create beautiful lives.
Ha, that's another one I'm going to remember.
I hope so.
You know, the older I get, the less confident I am about things I used to be certain about.
That's often a sign of growth.
Really?
Yes. Young intelligence often says, I know. Mature wisdom often says, maybe I don't know enough yet.
Huh, that's funny. When I was younger, I thought certainty was confidence.
And now?
Now I think certainty can sometimes be ignorance wearing a suit.
Heh, that's a good one.
Seriously, though, I used to admire people who always had answers. Now I admire people who ask good questions.
Because Good questions create better lives.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Most regrets don't come from lack of intelligence. They come from ignoring wisdom.
Like what?
Staying in the wrong relationship, chasing money at the expense of health, ignoring people who cared, refusing to admit you were wrong.
Damn,
Most people knew the truth. They just didn't want to listen to it
that one hurts.
because it's true.
Ha! You know what my biggest mistake was?
What?
I spent years optimizing my life, but never stopped to ask why.
Hmm.
I got better. I got faster, I got smarter, but I didn't always get happier.
That's because intelligence improves performance. Wisdom improves direction.
Wow. So a person can become incredibly effective and still move toward the wrong destination.
Exactly. The saddest failures aren't people who never succeed. They're people who succeed at things that don't matter.
Damn, I think a lot of people needed to hear that.
The world teaches people how to climb. Wisdom teaches people which mountain is worth climbing.
Okay, that might be the best thing you've said today.
Heh, only today?
Haha. You know what I find interesting?
What?
When I was younger, I thought wisdom belonged to old age, but now I don't think that's true. I've met old animals who never learned anything, and young animals who learned from every mistake.
Exactly. Age gives experience. Reflection creates wisdom.
So wisdom isn't automatic.
Not at all. Some people repeat the same year 20 times. They just call it 20 years of experience.
Okay, that was brutal.
Heh.
You know, I think I've spent most of my life trying to prove I was intelligent.
And now?
Now I'd rather become wise,
Why?
because intelligence helped me win, but wisdom might help me live.
Beautiful. Now, that's a lesson worth remembering.
So if someone listening asked you for one piece of wisdom, what would you tell them?
I'd tell them this. Don't just ask whether something works. Ask what it's turning you into. Because every habit, every decision, and every ambition is slowly building a future version of you.
Damn, that's not advice. That's a warning.
Heh, sometimes they're the same thing.
Haha. You know what's funny?
What?
I came into this conversation thinking I was the smart one.
And now?
Now, I think I just had a very expensive blind spot.
Heh, that's okay. Wisdom usually begins where certainty ends.
Well, I guess I'm finally starting to learn.
And that's smarter than most people realize.